Bonjour from Baltimore. Another haul, just to quickly flick through, just to show off what I've been buying. This, look at this little beauty. Look, I don't even collect this, but it was a Neil Adams cover. What a good spot. I'm really proud of myself. Really proud of myself for spotting that one, unaided. Then I've got into some Strange Tales. Obviously, as a Doctor Strange collector, obviously I've got to go back in these, but the later issue, well, all these, look at this, look at this lovely stuff. You know, Strange Tales offer up stuff like this, you know, Steranko, Nick Fury at the same time, so you can't not, you know, Steve Ditko on Doctor Strange, and in like the early ones, you've got Steranko in these Strange Tales, and then the later issues of Strange Tales obviously go into the other artists. I don't know if Gene Colan done the later run in this. I think he did. Yeah, of course he did. There we go. Look at the nice Gil Kane cover. God knows what kind of story that's going to be. I can't wait. Thor, Loki, and Doctor Strange. I mean, you know I bang on about some of the films and stuff, but when you look at comics like this, I mean, these are just a couple of oddities. You know, when you look at comics like Strange Tales and the stories and that all these characters were born out of. These are just a couple of horror, you know, just odd horror. I don't even know what to do with this camera. I'm so sorry. It's like a mirror, this camera, so it really does mess with your melon. But yeah, these are just a couple of odd horror, Marvel horror, you know, they're cheap and cheerful, but just as a completist, and you know, now look at, I'll get stuff like that. Now look at these two beauties. Oh yes, early Werewolf one night. Look at that, Marvel, when he was in Marvel Spotlight. I've got to get issue 2, haven't I? I know, everyone. I've got to get issue 2, issue 3 and 4. Shall I put my finger over the price, just in case the wife ever watches watches any of these videos? But look at them beauties. Mike Plug artwork, the same as in the early ones. You know, the later issues like this, you know, no biggie really. And then look, I bought this when it first came out, but when I bought my comic shops and I added my collection to it, I had the whole run of this. I had a whole run of a lot of stuff, including Moon Knight, which we're going to go through in a minute. But look at this stuff. John Romita, I'd forgotten, and this wasn't £1,000, you know, it was $8. Look at this John Romita Jr. artwork. Look, back when, and it's inked by Alfred L. Keller. And I don't know, it just put a smile on me. I'd forgotten that John Romita Jr. had done the artwork on this. Now you can kind of see it's Romita with the page with Dazzler on it. But with Alfred L. Keller's inks, don't it make it look like his dad, like John Romita Sr.'s artwork? But and obviously a lovely cover by Jusco, I think that was. I don't know, it's not Jusco. hogHAUL anyway, but that was a lovely cover on that. And I just had to get it. I haven't come over, you know what I've come over here for. But issue 1, I can't not pick that up. Now I'm going to be tempted to collect the whole run, but you can bet your life that getting issues 2, or I don't know how long the run was for. I'm going to check that out before I go back to the mart. And again, Ghost Rider. I had all the Ghost Riders right all the way back of volume 1, but I just picked these little. You know, I just want them back. Like I say, I lost probably 3/4 of my collection. Or not lost. I've got no regrets. Well, no, not regret. And there were certain runs that I won't bother getting back. You know, there was stuff there that I sold through and, you know, invested in the shop, in the shops, and I was glad to do it. A nice Bill Sienkiewicz cover there. And these just aren't, they're not, like I say, they're not thousands of pounds, but... this is that Brunner cover. No, looked like Frank Brunner then, but it was obviously about at this time. But just nice stuff. Now these little beauties. Now this is a run I do want back, Moon Knight. And because it links in, because it's Bill Sienkiewicz art, or Sienkiewicz, however you pronounce his name, It's glory. This is the glory stuff. This look at these covers. I remember these when they first come out. I mean, I'm a geeky old hog, don't forget. And these blew my mind every month when these come out. The artwork, especially as a Daredevil fan as well, issues like this, these were absolutely, and that's why people my age, I suppose, got excited when Moon Knight was announced, when old Dismal reckoned they were going to do a TV show. What a disappointment! But the trailer, it showed this monster werewolfy thing, and you think, oh yeah, they're going to link it in. Of course they're not. They're just going to muck it up like they normally do. This is just great, and I know this is when he was kind of in his, he was developing his style. This was his early, where he was very, very heavily influenced by Neil Adams. But these were iconic covers. These, look at this. This is beautiful. This cover, I think this is absolutely beautiful. The way they've coloured this. That's what I call an artist and a colourist. Look, working in. Just drink that in. Look, as a cover, absolutely beautiful. And then the mad stuff. All this stuff in the background. If you follow Bill Sienkiewicz at all as an artist, you can see this is the new Sienkiewicz, or the Sienkiewicz we know now, who's done Stray Toasters, and the Daredevil graphic novel, written by Frank Miller and all that. You can see his style from that cover, developing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Look at that for a cover, and that's where you can see pure Neil Adams. To be fair, that's where you can. They're absolutely pure Neil Adams. And a nice one. Notice it's heavy on the red. Now the later issues, obviously Sienkiewicz covers, but different artists inside. But I think I want to get the whole run as long as he's on the covers, and then I'll probably get to a point where he's not doing the, and there's only a few issues left to get. So look at that, lovely stuff. And inside, nevertheless, I mean, Bo Hampton artwork on this, but nevertheless, it's still. I mean, I think Moon Knight as a character, for an artist, I mean, I don't know if there's any artists out there who want to comment on that. Look at that, that's lovely. He's one of those characters that looks great. Whatever artist comes to it seems to, like a bit like Batman. They have the he's got the cape and the cowl and everything. And what I did like on these Moon Knight issues was the way they advertised next month's issue on the back. And this is nice Kevin Nolan artwork in the next issue. So we've got a nice Sienkiewicz cover. It's Carl Potts. Carl Potts cover, which again, I mean, Carl Potts isn't exactly the most sensational artist going, okay, but not one of the legendary names. But look at that beautiful Kaluta, black and white line work. Look, it's going to be the, I don't know if that was the cover for the next issue actually, but look at that. Leafing through these, just love it. Look, nice. Obviously, you saw the black and white on the cover of last month's issue. Kevin Nolan does a lovely job. Now, I noticed Bob McLeod inks only a couple of pages, and he's at the convention. So I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to put that over there so I remember, because I want to get him to sign that, because that's a little weird oddity to have an artist's signature on. One of their throwaway. Forgotten all about it kind of things. New Mutants, I need to get the run from issue 18 onwards, because that was Sienkiewicz. Look at that for a cover. I think, and this was the year, this is after Moon Knight, and this is when he's really, really kind of finding, coming out of the panels, and I'm really sorry about the light and that in here. But I will probably do a Sienkiewicz just on his own. I know definitely I am. I'm going to work my way through different artists and stuff. But, all the mad stuff that give New Mutants a name. This was a massive, massive hit. And I know it's obviously X-Men, but it was a big hit. Big hit. And then, last but not least, I'll just run through just some more Tomb of Draculas. I've almost got, apart from the heavy, the first issue and issue 1 and issue 10, the first Blade, which I might, if I see a sensible copy today, I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for it. But these are just nice stuff. But they do exactly what they say on the tin. Look, in the 70s, look, back from the grave. Why else am I buying Tomb of Dracula? With that beautiful Gene Colan artwork inside. You just can't beat it. And these are one-offs. You try and do a Tomb of Dracula now and it'll be, well, I don't know what it'd be. I don't know what the vampire stuff, but this was just, it was mad. Rereading this stuff. I would have only ever read the reprints. I didn't collect this back in the day, and I'll be honest, I didn't. But I've loved Gene Colan's artwork. I just missed the boat on this horror. It was probably just a tad too early, like the late Bronze Age, Marvel late Bronze Age. But what's that reflection of the telly in the background? Oh, here we go. It was like across all blades in that one as well. So wonder they didn't charge, $100 for that. Every time he turns up, and even if he's just in the background picking his nose, you can bet your life you're going to pay double. But look at it, it's just lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Who's this in there? It looked like, look, just looking at it quickly, it looked like Quicksilver then. How they used to do it, but it's not. Oh, it's Janus. A character called Janus. Superb. So look at this one, Gene Colan at his finest. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Only a couple more. I should have the old, like I say, should have the old run bar in. These reflective covers. Look, that's the last one. So I'm going to leave it there. And yes, and I will be doing the third and final hogHAUL, and I will bid you adios.